What's up, everybody? It's DDB with another edition of my MLB Trend Report. This one for Monday, August 28th. I've got 5 excellent trends for you guys for today's action, and we are going to get right into them. And as always, I start by imploring you, please do not make a bet based on any single trend, angle, or piece of information. I can't stress this enough, guys. These are not plays in this video. They are only trends. Use these in addition to other factors and your own handicapping of these games. Let's move right into trend number 1. We're going to look at Zach Gallen when he gave up less than 2 runs in his previous start, and he is facing a National League opponent. And this goes back to May 19th of last year. Hit the SDQL button, and you'll see that despite being a modest favorite of about minus 120, Gallen and the D-backs were 12-1. Not only 12-1, but look at this margin. They won these games by an average of about 4.3 runs per game. Very nice 70.2% ROI. And you can see here it is active today. The Diamondbacks on the road against the Dodgers. Looks like the line in the database right now is plus 120. Not sure what the live line is as I record this, but you can see that in this set of games, they were plus 105, plus 130, plus 114, plus 118, even money, plus 108. So they've been an underdog several times, still managed to win. The only loss was when they were actually a minus 130 favorite. So definitely a bunch of times they were dog here and they got the job done. We'll see if they can get it done at plus money in LA tonight. So let's move right in to trend number 2. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and hit the bell for notifications. Would greatly appreciate it. For trend number 2, we're going to look at Michael Kopech. We're going to look at him when he gave up no runs in his previous start. This goes back to last season. And when he is facing opponents that are averaging more than 3.6 runs per game on the season. We'll hit the SDQL button. And you will see that despite being an average favorite of about minus 117, the White Sox and Kopech are 0-9, losing by more than 2 runs per game. So a very nice fade ROI of 98.2%. And you'll see this is active today. Kopech and the White Sox on the road in Baltimore as big underdogs against the Orioles. So if you have, obviously, the Orioles being a huge favorite today, I'm sure you will find other trends and other factors and angles that favor Baltimore. So if you don't mind drinking all that juice, this will support that play on the Orioles. Let's move on to trend number 3. And guys, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, this MLB Trend Report is hosted on the WagerTalk YouTube channel. However, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I do put this MLB Trend Report on my personal channel at wt.buzz/dbtv. The address is right there on the screen for you. Please visit my channel and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, hit the thumbs up to like this video. I would greatly appreciate that. For trend number 3, we're going to look at Lucas Giolito. We're going to go back to May 9th of 2021. So again, it's always the 4-digit year, then the 2-digit month, and then the 2-digit day. Now, these next 3 trends all begin with a capital S. And so that means that they point to the starter's previous start against the current opponent. So in this case, it would be, these all would point to Giolito's last start against the Phillies. So in his last start against the Phillies, his team won. He got them to ground into either 1 or no double plays. Offensive double plays are less than or equal to 1. He threw 93 or less pitches in that game against the Phillies. So starters, pitches thrown greater than or equal to 93. So he threw 93 or more pitches in that game. My mistake. And his opponent's previous game, so the Phillies' previous game yesterday, capital S7 means their score through 7 innings, or how many runs they scored through 7 innings, was greater than or equal to 1, which means, okay, they had to have scored at least 1 run through the first 7 innings yesterday. Now, and as I've said in previous videos, once we get past the team or the starter, and we get past the season or the date parameter, I normally don't like there to be more than 3 parameters tacked on. You can see here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 parameters tacked onto this one. However, since these 3 are all tied in to the same game with being his Giolito's previous start against the Phillies, is why I am considering this, because they're all related to that same game. So again, this is Giolito going back to May 9th of 21. His team won his previous start against the Phillies. He got them to ground into 1 or no double plays. He threw 93 or more pitches in that game against the Phillies. And in the Phillies' previous game, they had at least 1 run scored through 7 innings. We'll hit the SDQL button, and you'll see that the over-under is 18-0-1, 18 overs, no unders, 1 push. These games went over by nearly 3 runs per game, a very nice 83.3% ROI. And you can see the average score here was the Giolito's team 6.32 and their opponent's 5. And this is active today. Giolito and the Angels on the road against the Phillies. Let's move into trend number 4. And guys, if you want me to look up any other situational angles, trends for today's games, drop them in the comments. I will try to get to them when I can. I am going to be doing the WagerTalk First Pitch show this afternoon. I have other things going on. I still haven't even finalized my own plays for today as I'm recording this, so I've got a lot of work ahead of me in the next few hours, but I will get to anything that you drop in the comments as soon as I can. If you have found any MLB trends for today, drop them in the comments as well. We would all love to see them. For trend number 4, we're going to look at Kevin Gausman. We're going to go back to last season when he starts at home, and the total is set at either 8 or 8.5. We'll hit the SDQL button. And now here's an instance of where it's not so much the record that impresses me. It's more about margin and ROI for me. So despite being an average favorite of minus 224, Blue Jays and Gausman were just 4-10, losing by nearly 2 runs per game, for an ROI against him of 113.6%. That's the eye catcher for me right there. You've got a favorite that's more than 2-1, and they're only going 4-10. You're going to have a healthy ROI going against them. And you can see that this is active today. Gausman at home against the Nationals, who have actually been playing very well lately. So a lot of people, I'm sure, will be looking to back the Nationals as an underdog today. And here's another reason why you could. And that brings me to the 5th and final trend for today. But as I always do, guys, just a reminder that the You Pick Your Freebie Football Special deal time is running out. I believe there's only a few days left on this as we're heading into week 1 of college football this Saturday. Thank you, a big thank you to those of you who already did sign up at dbbets.com. If you haven't, if you scroll down the page, you can see that the details are here. And why you should invest in me this football season. I was number 1 in college football last season at WagerTalk in all 3 metrics: profit, win percentage, and ROI. Number 1 at WagerTalk in NFL profit 2 seasons ago. number one at WagerTalk over the last 2 seasons combined in profit from 5% NFL max bets. And it's not on the page here, but I was profitable each of the last 2 football seasons. And if you put the last 2 NFL and college football seasons together, my clients and I had a bankroll increase of 85.65%. That means we nearly doubled our bankrolls just in college and pro football over the last 2 years. So to get this, you choose your freebie special. Option 1 is you grab my college football season package, and you can choose to get my entire NFL season through the Super Bowl absolutely free. Option 2, grab my college football season package, and you can choose to get the rest of my MLB season through the World Series absolutely free. Option 3, and the biggest savings, is if you grab my college football and NFL season combo package at a discount. You will also get the rest of my MLB season absolutely free through the World Series. If you grab my college football season package, a member of WagerTalk's amazing customer service staff is going to reach out to you to see whether you want my entire NFL season free or the rest of my MLB free. If you purchase the season combo package, you will automatically receive the rest of my MLB season free. And how you get that is you go to dbbets.com, you scroll down the page, and on the right-hand side, it'll say long-term and seasonal passes. Couple inches below that, you'll see it'll say football. You just click on the drop-down box below that, pick which season package you want, and we will tack on the appropriate freebies from there. Again, that is at dbbets.com. Last couple of days of this deal, guys. Don't miss out on it. Get on board now as we head into week 1 of college football. So let's go to trend number 5. For trend number 5, we're going to look at Christian Javier. We're going to go back to September 20th of last year when the line was greater than or equal to 105. So basically, he was an underdog of plus 105 or more. Hit the STQL button, and you can see that despite being an average dog of plus 118.2, Javier and the Astros were a perfect 8-0. And not only were they 8-0, they won these games by an average of 4 runs per game. And because they were dogs in all those games, we get a very nice ROI of 118.3%. And you can see that this is active today. Javier and the Astros on the road against Chris Sale and the Red Sox. One thing I will caution you about on this, as you can see here, the line they have in the database is plus 105, which is right on the edge for this trend. So as I'm recording this, this trend is still active. But if this trend moves in Houston's direction any further and they dip to even plus 104, this trend will become inactive today. So that is something you always have to keep an eye on whenever you have a trend that has a parameter that points to today's total or today's line. You have to keep an eye on those lines and totals to make sure they stay within range to keep that trend active. But as of now, this is active today as they go for 9-0 in this spot against the Red Sox. And that's going to wrap it up for today's MLB Trend Report. As always, guys, if you've got any situations that you want me to look up today, drop that in the comments. If you have any you found yourself, drop those trends in the comments as well. We'd all love to see them. Don't forget that football special deal is a couple days from being gone for the season, so get on board now. And as always, best of luck on all of your wagers today.